You know, I've been wrapping around in my head all morning how to do a video on how kids look at things today. And you know, I just don't know how to talk about it. I'm not a guy with words. I'm a country boy, no education. I work hard, work 12 hours or so every day. I just don't have the words to tell you what I'm thinking. I wish I did. But here's what I do know. Kids today are raised in a world where violence, trannies, men wearing makeup, men wearing dresses to work, however you want to put it, is normal. Seeing families on TV that has a tranny brother, sister, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. This stuff on TV is normal. They don't think twice about it. Video games where you're fighting and shooting and killing people on this video game, which some of them are really realistic looking. They don't think anything of it. You just push a button and they come back to life and you continue with the game. Push a button, you come back to life. You continue with the game. Is it just a video game? Yes. Does it affect everybody? No. Do I personally believe it affects some people? Yes. But I most definitely believe that the school system and stuff are affecting the children and the teenagers. I believe our government, as far as politicians, push a lot of this stuff because they want to keep everybody fighting, arguing, shooting, killing. It keeps their agenda going. That's just my belief. When I was growing up, I tell this story to the young people at work all the time, and that's like, nah, that can't be true. And some of you may remember this, especially if you grew up, you know, in the country. When I was growing up in school, it wasn't odd at all for, you know, some of the male students to have jacked up trucks and have their hunting rifles and stuff in the gun racks in the back of the truck. Old school property. Braden High School hanging off their hip. Their freaking hunting knives and stuff. Wasn't uncommon. And let me tell you something. Those guys were good with those guns too, because they hunted all the time. They practiced. You know, they had farms, or uncle had farms, whoever. That's what they did. They went out and, you know, played with their shotguns or whatever they had, rifle, and they hunted deer and stuff. That's what they did. They were good at it. Let me tell you something. Nobody walked up in that school and shot that school up. Sure the heck didn't. Growing up, I never recall hearing of a school being shot up by somebody who's, you know, transitioning or whatever you want to call it. However they word that stuff today, I don't know. Never heard of anybody, even a Looney Tooney, walking into a school back then and shooting it up, because, especially in the deep South, especially in the South, because those boys were good. They probably wouldn't have left the school ground. Not to mention the teachers and the coaches and stuff. They bent that tail over and they would have paddled you if you did something wrong back then. With the paddle, it had holes drilled in it. They'd bent that ass over and you would got a whooping right there, and everybody in school would have heard the pop, 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 pop if you messed up. You think that happens today? Do you honestly think if a student smacks a teacher today, they're going to get that paddle? No. Now they might get expelled or something. Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee. But they're not going to get that butt tore up like we got our butt. Then, after you got your butt tore up, and I'm talking for simple stuff back then, that's simple compared to what's going on today. Once you got that little ass whooped at school, guess what happened to you? Ooh, mama was waiting on you at the end of the driveway when the school bus pulled up. Ask me how I know. And you was getting your butt whipped, switched, all the way to the house with the kids on the bus hollering, you know, what are little phrases they would holler back then, you know. There goes Slanky, there goes Slanky. That was my nickname because I was so tall and skinny. Slanky. There goes Slanky. Well, you didn't steal nobody's pencil again. You know what I'm saying? And that was what, that would have been the worst thing you would, stealing somebody's pencil or something like that would have caused a fight. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that somebody got shot or you stabbed somebody or you walked into the school with a spent shell in your book pack. The hell that was coming? Oh, that was out duck hunting, quail hunting over the weekend. Me and my daddy. Yeah, I got some, you know, spent shells in my backpack. That was coming. Today, oh my God, they'd investigate you. You'd be expelled from school. You'd be in trouble. Why? For the same reason people will run all over you when you try to get to work, because they're out for themselves and themselves only. And it has gotten worse. Where I live, it's awful. Awful. In the past year, it's gotten worse. They're moving people in from different parts of the country down here because of one military base. Awful. You can't drive, you can't merge, because they'll literally speed up on you when they see your blinker on and you try to merge into another road to get over to where you need to go. They'll speed up on you. You have to gun it, get between them and the car, and you're like, oh hell, I'm coming over if I take your front end off of your little old expensive Porsche not. I'm coming over with this 1999 Chevrolet pickup truck that I can only afford to drive. And they wonder why the world is the way it is. Huh. It's because my generation failed, basically. Because my generation's kids have grown up to be today's generation, and now their kids are taking after their mom and daddy. So basically, my generation failed. That's what's happened. So when you're out and about, you better be careful. Because you never know. You never know. When the next target could be you. You could be just walking around in Walmart. You could be walking around to the damn gas station. You could be anywhere. You could be driving to work. People have gotten so crazy. But as far as these kids in their 20s or whatever, is out shooting people, killing people, for them, I grew up seeing it. I'm mad because they're saying something about my cousin Benny. He wants to be my cousin Jenny. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna take them out. I just push a button. They'll come back. Alright, well I gotta get home. I gotta eat me an egg or something. That's my rant for this Thursday. I gotta go back to work. And that's another thing that would help some of you people. Get up off your ass and get a job. I seen one news article where one lady lost her job, got kicked out of her house, lost her stamps, I believe. Now she's online begging for food and money. Well, you know what? If you hadn't got on the damn internet and bragged about somebody getting shot in the neck, saying that you're proud that it happened or whatever, then you would still have the house or whatever the situation was. I can't remember the whole article, but you know what I'm saying. That's happening all over the place. You may not agree with their opinion because you don't agree with my opinion. That's okay. And it's all right to get on there and say, well, you know, I don't see things the way, you know, he or she sees it. I think it should be blah, blah, blah. Well, that's fine. That's okay. You can do that. But don't be mocking people's death. No matter who they are, what they done, don't be online mocking their death. What do you think about it, Simba Boy? Well, what do you think about it? You've had a long ride this morning. I've kept you out, and I've taken you to the park. I've ran and walked with you. Daddy's starving, and Daddy's got to go to work. What do you think about the world? You don't care? You had a ride this morning. That's all that matters. I understand. Well, we got to go. Hey, leave your comments. I don't care, you know, to read comments. I love it. Let me know where you find my videos, what state or country. If you like something you see, you can subscribe. You can share it with somebody you love. They'll appreciate it. Or share it with somebody you don't love. They'll really appreciate it, won't they, Simba? Especially with a little face like that. Alright, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. I'll talk to y'all later.